Hi, I'm Corinne and I work at Streamline Legal. Today, I want to go over 6 great reports that can give you insight to your firm on what is known as the last day of the month, LDOM. And today happens to be the last day of the month, so I thought it would be great to take a look at these reports. So here we go. In Clio, you can go over here and navigate to the reports button, and you'll find lots of reports that you can select on your own. The cool thing about Clio, depending on what version you have, but if you have this version, it will let you select a report and you can set it up as a preset. So I have set 6 reports as a preset. And at the end of the month, I just go in here and press generate 6 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my 6 reports pull in under a minute and will land over here in history. So today happens to be July 31st. It happens to be right around noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. First report I'm going to take a look at is an accounts receivable report. I did not rename this. The next one is a trust management report. I did not rename that either. There's a revenue, productivity by user report, and accounts receivable aging report. So that's the real name of these reports, but in my preset, I rename them to cue me at the end of the month to actually run them. So you can create like a whole dashboard here of reports that you want to run depending on when it is during the month and what it is that you're looking for. So my trust management report, I want to run at the current month. For AR, accounts receivable, I run it year to date. For accounts receivable aging, I didn't change anything and I left it as is. Revenue report, I changed it to month end. So it runs for 31 days, the beginning of the month to the end of the month. Productivity time, I want to know what happened in my firm with build time. So I just run it for the current month and it will adjust to July 1 through 31 because I'm in July right now. And then open matters for the current month. Clio will run you a report called open matters. I just want it for the current month. I just want to know, hey man, for July, how many matters did we open? Okay, so I already ran all of these reports. You go over to history and now you can open and take a look at each one. So I'm going to do that with you right now. First thing is let's get a hold of our money and see if there's anything that we need to fix before August 1, right? Let's get after it. So accounts receivable, how is this firm doing? I'm going to go right to the bottom of the report. We got a problem, total 37,000. You have to decide if that's acceptable or not acceptable. I personally would want this firm to collect every dollar that they are owed. So I would want to gather my team, figure out who owes money, and figure out what we're going to do about it. Okay. So that is the AR report. The next one, go back to reports, go to history. Trust management report. This is going to show how much money each matter has in trust or each client has in trust versus the amount of unbilled work that has yet to be billed and collected. So this column is amount in trust. This column is the work that's pending. This would be a problem right here. These I would want to know, since there's no money in trust and there's no work being done, maybe it's time to close these out. This is a big red flag. No money in trust, 7,500 pending. This is great. Lots of money in trust, a little bit of work done. Awesome. Huge problem right here. We probably need to sit down with the team and find out what's going on with the Jolie matter. Okay, so on and so on. You go through the report, you figure out what's happening here, and you get ahead of accounts growing with unbilled money without funds in trust. So that is a great thing to do. We are up to third report is going to be revenue report. Here we go. My favorite column on here is collected time. So each one of these is bill time, collected, expenses, discounts. Great. Collected means you billed it out, you collected it, the money came back. So I go right to the bottom. Whoa, it looks like we haven't sent any bills this month. Again, maybe this is a firm that's once a month. That's okay. We're going to send bills out today. If we were supposed to send them any other time during the month, it clearly didn't happen. So I'd want to gather my team, find out what's going on. Let's go back to reports. We are breezing through this. We're going to do productivity by user report. These are all the people in my firm. It is the end of the month. I would gather my team immediately and say, hey, I don't know where you've been tracking your time, but I need it put into Clio before you go home today. because I can't see what's going on and I can't feel or see what we're going to collect for the month of July. So this is a great way to get a pulse. If the number is too low or the number is too high, based on what your goal was for the month, then that is a win, I guess. And if it's too low, then it's a loss. Let's go here. I think we're up to, oh, we got 2 more to go. Accounts receivable aging report. This is usually money from current 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, money that's owed past 91 days and the total. So I like to keep on track of this. On top of this, 600,000 is owed to the firm. That could be a lot of money depending on the total revenue of the firm. That could be a drop in the bucket if you're a $10 million firm. Regardless, I still like firms to collect the money that they're owed. Looks like a huge chunk of it is older than 90 days. I would really want to know what's actually collectible. And if not, maybe it's time to write it off. But this stuff, who owes us money this month? Who didn't pay last month? And then within 3 months, who owes this, and find out, have a conversation. Maybe you can put them on a payment plan. Maybe you just need to talk them through it. Maybe a check bounced. I don't know, but find out. This number can climb, and unfortunately you can end up over here. We don't want to do that. Okay. Finally, I think we got 1 report left. Where is it? Matter report. This is just show me the number of open matters for the month. So today is July 31st, and it looks like we opened 2 for Carl Client. Great. We opened 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the goal was 6 matters open for the month, we nailed it. If it was 20, we are way too low. And I would want to know, where are the rest of our potential matters? If the goal was 3 and you did 6, great. Maybe buy the firm lunch and celebrate. Okay. So quick recap. This is the reports tab. This is, you can preset your reports. You can go digging for reports that you want. And then this is the history of when they were last run and when you looked at it. Okay, so that's it. Streamline Legal, last day of the month. I'm Corinne. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to know more, reach out, take action, and let's get your data streamlined.